Howdy y'all, and welcome to State of Decay 2, the Juggernaut Edition. That's a juggernaut, if you didn't know. This beautiful visage before us. As I'm getting used to how this feels and starting this sort of YouTube channel, I don't know why I said sort of, it empirically is one, I wanted to get a feel for how long things take to record, how long things take to edit, and how much a 20-minute video, how much space that takes up on my computer. Space is finite, but I figured something relatively easy to go over is a game that I'm pretty good at, a game that I enjoy quite often, off and on again. It's an interesting relationship, that being State of Decay 2. I played the hell out of State of Decay, the first one game on the Xbox, like ages ago, and of course year one when that came out. It's sort of like a, not quite a remaster, but close enough. And of course State of Decay 2, a great game that I enjoy. Interesting take on the zombie survival take by focusing on the survival and focusing on the community aspect. A lot of survival games is just you with a gun in a place. Good luck, buddy. Or maybe with a knife, or like Project Zomboid. Project Zomboid is a good example, while still being also a good game, even if I'm bad at it. This game focuses on community, on everyone bringing something good to the table, something important, something potentially useful, or maybe not. And everyone growing together. Those that survive, anyway. As you can see, I play this game off and on a lot throughout my gamer career, which is an oxymoron, unless you're successful. So we're going to start a new community. I'm going to skip the tutorial, because I've played this game before. But I'll be sure to make sure things are known as things go on. So we're going to choose our difficulty. I am favorable of turning that to dread typically, because if it's just on its own, I feel safe enough that I could just escape whenever needed. So I wanted to turn up the zombies. Relatively standard, just more zombies. We're going to... where's somewhere that I don't typically go? Drucker County. I haven't been there all that often. Let's go to Drucker County, even though it's bisected by a treacherous canyon. Hostile humans can be far more dangerous than zombies. When someone threatens you, take them seriously. That's right, you're not the only community on the map. There are other communities, not like MMO style, or like, I don't know, Rust. I've never played Rust. But other communities of people who are also trying to survive. Unfortunately, their methods of survival will sometimes clash with your own. In fact, if you can see here, Warlord, Sheriff, and Trader, there are a few different ways for... That's weird. It's not supposed to be like that. But there are a few different ways to run your community. You can either run it like a Warlord, you can run it like a Sheriff, you can run it like a trader, or you could run it like a builder, which is not represented here. Whoops. There we go, T. Okay, there's the builder. Those are different ways you can run your community, and they'll unlock different special buildings, different special actions with other people, depending on who you nominate as the leader of your community. Of course, everyone has, and I think we're going to go with these, because these are not bad. Everyone has their own set of traits. Former drill instructor. The soldiers I trained didn't break, even against crashing waves of undead. Which probably means they died anyway, but that's okay. Lone survivor. This valley killed everyone else in my unit. I owe it to their memory to keep fighting. Extra health. So a lot of these will, as you've noticed, I have responsibilities that don't quit just because I'm helping you out. I need my own space. He wants his own room. Ah! I gotta get used to the controls once more. Keisha invents things for fun, competitive gymnast, and chain smoker, which severely impacts her stamina. Don't smoke, y'all. I keep pushing the wrong button. and Quincy, who robbed office buildings. He was a boon to the security industry. Everyone had to upgrade their locks and alarms because he kept robbing them. Hell yeah, Quincy, I love that. He dreamed of retirement. One last score, he'd have been out. I'm just not cut out for drudge work. It's always one last score, isn't it, Quinn? And he survived in prison. Once you've made a shiv out of a toothbrush, you realize anything can be a weapon. So he's got extra health because he's ready to go down fighting if he has to. With this very disparate group of individuals, and perhaps desperate, we will survive. And you can gather more people as you go.
And we're empty. Again.
So, whose turn is it to find more fuel?
Not me. Last time I made enough noise to alert half the town.
I have a better idea. We could settle down here instead of moving on.
I admit, it looks better than the last couple of towns we came through.
Now
Shocking.
you mention it, it does feel kind of homey.
It's settled. This town is where we'll set up our new base. We just have to find a spot that's defensible, maybe with some room to expand.
And just like that, into the game. And we'll go over the remembering all the game features. First up, jump, which is also climbing over stuff, which will come in handy at some point. Let's see. Yep, C is dodge again. The zombies are, while not like in some zombies where you gotta destroy them with more firearms than most people have, one shot to the head is typically all you need, they can call their homies. And that's not always what we're looking for. Stealth is definitely a viable option in this game. In fact, in some cases, it's your only option. Especially against some of the bigger ones, because the zombies aren't stupid. They're stupid in a zombie kind of way, but, you know, they'll see you, they'll hear you, and, although they'll hear you, that's a big part of the game, is avoiding being heard, more than just avoiding being seen. Like, if you were a person, you could totally see our boy Quincy here creeping along this way, but because they can't hear me, they know nothing's the matter. I think that one's eating dirt. Good for them. Sustainable living. Having never been on this map, I'm realizing that this is essentially just the South.
I'm here and getting started.
Secure the building by entering every room and killing all the zombies. That's right, building clearing. Fuck. Ow. Get over here. You're going to want to manage your stamina while playing this game. Oh, good work. That's a very important part of the game, is managing your stamina. Any exertive action costs stamina. Jumping costs stamina, running costs stamina, and most importantly, melee fighting costs stamina. And you're going to be doing melee fighting
I guess this'll do.
most of the
Now it's time
time.
to claim this place before anyone else shows up.
There's
I
two
like
different
that idea.
ways to fight. Gun and bonk, or slash, depending on the weapon you're using. Or stab if you don't have a weapon. You resort to the knife. Let's see, which was... That's not it. Which button was inventory? There we go. I for inventory. We'll get to the radio in a minute. You can look over your character, and they're standing in the community, which is important. Get to that all the way over there. They're eligible to be a leader. Missing chunk of flesh, damage taken. Ouch. There we go. The close combat weapon for when you don't have, when that's empty and that is broken, and your weapons will break as you use them. You resort to the unbreakable but not as good close combat weapon, which can be anything from a screwdriver to a shiv to a freaking green beret combat knife, depending on what you find. These are supply things and infestations. The radio, essentially, to talk to people. And once you build something of a network with other people, they can offer you stuff to help you survive. Alright, most of the game is going to revolve around your home site. We're going to claim our home site here, a small but easily defendable home with enough space to support a small community. Claim home site. And this place is now ours. Our home. Such as it is.
Priority has to be gathering materials. We'll need them to improve this place.
We gotta know what's out there. Can you do some scouting for us?
Scouting is another part of the game. Oh, and keep in mind there's also health items.
Nearly out.
Mostly random painkillers you find in certain people's closets. And dresser drawers. And if you find a pharmacy, that'd be great. Another part of the game is the scouting mechanic. There are several
Everything's running
locations
smoothly here.
throughout the map. Is this? Oh, we're fine. Several locations throughout the map that you can climb to the top to and use as a scouting post to take a look around the landscape. Let's open up the map. So, as you work to serve your community, you will be tasked
No more
with
inside.
searching
Let's
rooms,
make the most of it.
searching buildings, any building you can imagine in small town America, such as this convenience store.
It's gonna come in handy.
At the moment, we're not going to turn our nose up at anything, but a convenience store might have food. You typically has food and fuel, like that. The rucksacks are a special important part of the looting system, because a rucksack can be deposited directly into your stash to up your outpost's number of that specific item. So, for instance, fuel. Okay.
I can't carry any more crap.
We're going to deposit the rucksack, and then we're going to come back for that, because you can only bring the one rucksack with you. There's probably one of these out here. Yep. Might be more fuel. Delightful.
Better than nothing.
Heck yeah. Cars are also an important part of the game. This one's decked out. I love this. Oh no. Can we use it? No, we cannot. Ah, darn. We need a toolkit to crack that open. This is a lot of the game, as you'll come to find. It's not always action-packed, but when it is a fight for your life. Like this. When they're on the ground like that, it'll open up a finishing move that uses more stamina but ends that zombie rightly, which is a good way to thin some numbers, although it does take, again, some stamina. You're going to want to be careful about using that. What we do with this rucksack is we take it over here and
More
deposit.
for us, the less for the other guys.
And now we have fuel. At the moment, we're also going to open the supply locker and throw in that stuff. Fancy candy bars. Luxury items are interesting because they serve no other purpose than being trade items. There is a trading system in this game with other communities that you find. Well, those that don't want to kill you. The more you do things in game, the more your skills will level up. So actually doing all this running is, as you do it, leveling up your athleticism. Or I think our guy has a variation. Oh boy. Oh, is that? U is for character. Yeah, cardio. Improved by sprinting and climbing. You also notice down there over here, your health can be also reduced, not quite permanently, but temporarily have the max health
That's
reduced.
done. What's next?
Which is a bad thing,
Kick ass.
because you need health to live, as many will find. that happens, it's best to let your guy, once that gets low enough, it's best to let the character you're currently playing go back and rest. Oh, leveled up cardio just a bit. It's best to let your guy go and rest that out, take a little nap, and switch to one of the other characters you have, encouraging you to, once you have a character, you've played with them a bit, level them up a little bit, maybe they're hurt, maybe they had some shenanigans happen, to switch out to someone else who can have their turn with their own set of skills and their own abilities, sets of skills, and weapons. Since that gun is gnarly, and well, I want to see how that goes. All right, base building, another important part of the game. You'll build up your little community's home. We're at the Vogel house currently, and we can add things and we can clear trash. Everything costs manpower, which is based on how many folks you have available. Also takes some real time. So sometimes you can set these to go off and then leave, come back with supplies, and maybe something will be done. It'll tell you, don't worry. I'm not going to sit here and wait for that because I'm boring. Let's see. Build a new facility to improve your base. We're going outside. We should build a garden.
I'm glad we've already got a start on building this base up into something real.
Yes, indeed. That'll provide us 1 food a day, which is offsets what we need to get.
I hate to ask, but we could use a little help over here.
Stay put. I'm heading your way.
You're a lifesaver.
Oh, since we found that fuel, we can go refuel our car. Cars are a very important part of the game because cars are great and things are far because this is America and everything is far. Where is the car? I'll mark it. Oops. Very important to mark things. You can only have like 1 marker at a time, so keep that in mind. Oh, let's go around. Navigation is a big part of the game as well, considering sometimes there's more than 3 zombies. It's not something you're going to want to deal with on your own. You can actually take some of your fellow community members as followers, and they'll help you in combat, help you carry things too. If you have like an extra back to carry a rucksack, very, very handy to have. We're gonna fill this thing up and go see what Anna Maria needs. A member of the Gleaners, which sounds sounds like the funniest name I've ever heard, actually. Okay. Cars are important, but they're not perfect. They need fuel, and bumping into things will hurt them. And you do this?
No place like home. Home just got better.
Garden is complete. Magnificent. Okay. Important to note, I'm bad at driving. Oh, there's the turnoff. As you can see down in the lower... Oh no, plague territory. This is the overarching part of the game that's semi-important. Plague hearts turn the regions around them into plague territory, preventing you from claiming sites, such as home sites or even outposts. You can claim outposts that get you passive benefits and either extra supplies or more places to sleep for extra community members, or even widens your area of influence where zombies don't spawn en masse. Kill the heart to remove its corruption from the region, but be careful. Certain actions in plague territory will contribute to awakening a plague heart. Killing zombies, screamers calling for help. We'll get to screamers in a second. Attacking plague hearts directly. They don't like it. They will react. Does that mean they're technically alive? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Plague hearts are not aware of you if the zombies are not. Stealth allows you to cross plague territory safely, while vehicles draw a lot of attention and therefore risk. Drive safe. That's the trade-off. If you're driving a vehicle, the zombies will hear you because it goes vroom vroom and it's loud. And zombies here are better at hearing you than they are seeing you. If you're sneaky,
Smells like a whole city
you'll be
died.
fine.
It's gotta be a plague heart, which means plague zombies too.
See, they all know I'm here. All of China knows I'm here.
No more deadheads, but that won't last long in plague territory.
I like this guy's voice.
I better watch out for plague zombies.
Oh my lord, you've got a whole squad. Howdy.
Hi there.
Okay, you can accept missions from different communities who will... Dadgum, you got legs of steel back there, girl. Where was I? Missions from different communities to raise your standing with them. Currently, they are neutral to us, but if we can help them with
The
this...
safest way to collect samples is by killing plague zombies. The best place to find them is in the territory around a plague heart.
That is true.
Those things basically infect their whole environment. It's kind of fascinating. Or you could just destroy the plague heart itself to get a bunch of samples. That's more dangerous.
Some advice? Raid your supply locker for the best gear before starting this.
Helping out like this is a good way to make friends.
Precisely.
Let's hope this pays off. We could use allies out here.
As she said, some of the best ways to get plague samples is to kill plague zombies. The plague zombies are pretty easy to differentiate from their lesser brethren because they are fully red. They are scary looking. Actually, every zombie is scary looking. Didn't see a thing, hon. Unfortunately, it's kind of a random chance, which means you kind of have to go through them. There was one here, wasn't there? Am I crazy? No, are you crazy? No, are you crazy? Sorry. I'm playing. But where is the plague heart in this area? Oh, look at that. It's horrific. Over there? Yeah. That's a potential home site, but because of the plague heart, we can't do anything about it. And you don't want to tangle with the plague heart until you have something that makes fire, because they don't like it. Or really any kind of explosive. Salud, hermano. Oh! Yeah, bring it, bring it. I dare you! Combat. There we go. Oh, no, he heard. Okay, 1 out of 2. We might have to go a little bit deeper into dark territory. Oh, that is not a silencer. Cool. Actually, it might be. I don't think that... Oh, no! Plague.
Cross that off the to-do list.
Plague is an important thing that I'll explain in just a second.
With these plague samples, I can make something that'll cure blood plague if one of us gets infected. We're happy to share the recipe if you need it.
Thanks, kid.
Hang in there.
Okay, and now the gleaners are friendly to us. Where did I see that ambulance? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm stealing that ambulance. I want to know what its final form looks
We
like.
have a new development to report. We've got a real drug problem, guys. And not the fun kind.
Plenty of supplies. I love a good warehouse. Ooh, good. Stealth is max level, which is pretty impressive. Fun fact, close doors behind you because zombies cannot just open doors. They have to break them down, which they will with enough time. Break them open specifically. Nope, someone knows I'm here. You can see the sound waves he's making.
Hey, we did wrong. Stop that beat. Seriously?
Oh boy. Yeah, I think it's just this one. Oh, this terrain is bonkers. The game does not pause while the map is open, so you gotta be careful. Excuse me. Coming through, there's no traffic laws anymore, the world ended. All things is pain. Whoa. Well, now I'm lost. Never mind, I'm not lost. Fun fact, if you park in the parking spaces here, you can just go to the back and automatically send your items to the storage locker. I don't know why I'm being precise about parking. There's no laws anymore. Transfer to base, transfer to base. Yeah, we are living well. Ammo stockpile depleted and we need food.
Bad guys are nowadays. Well, mostly.
Let's see, what should we build? Provides one food a day. We already have one going per
Hey,
day.
can someone go next door and borrow a couple bullets?
We might just have to do that. Let's see.
How can anyone be satisfied living behind a rusted gate farming carrots?
Well, agriculture is a big part of surviving, my guy. It's not that crazy. Let's see. Infirmary. You always need the infirmary. And that needs to be fixed. And we can build a workshop. We'll need that to build more stuff. Which means, unfortunately, that's all the slots we have available, but that's okay. Exit. And once that infirmary is built in 5 minutes, we're gonna put our guy to rest for a bit. We'll be sure to do some things in the meantime.
So, you don't know me, but I got an offer I'd like to propose. Can we meet up?
Interesting. How far away are you? Not too far. Let's get the vehicle. Hey, buddy.
You see that zombie?
I see plenty, man. Let's get their ass.
So tired.
I'm looking for any group with room for one more.
Hell yeah, man. Join up.
I can't express how thankful I am.
Come back to base and I'll show you around.
Agreed.
Nice to see some new blood around here.
And I'm
All
so
right.
happy you're accepting me. Thank you.
We got one more member of the crew. Now
Hey
we
there,
really need to
superstar.
get some food. And that in there. How's that infirmary coming along? Real close. Very nearby might have food. Oh, there's another vehicle over there. And its name is Norma. Fruit stand. There we go. And an abandoned clinic for some health items. It's always good to have extra health items on hand. Luckily, It luckily for something called Blood Plague, it's only dangerous at high enough levels. At this level, he just got napped. He just got napped for a bit. Captain Logan's got a whole quest associated with him, but we'll get to that next time.